Hey guys, it's me and David at the LAN party. How you doing?
How's it going?
How you doing, David?
I'm good. Today's been good.
It's been
so far.
Yeah, it's been mind-numbing.
Been a lot better right now.
Yeah. We're here. We got a whole new rig going for the capture, and we're going to try and do some Let's Plays for you guys, which we don't have on the channel yet. But one of the games we've wanted to do the most is a game that David and I both freaking love, which is Helldivers.
Lowly Diver.
I've
been stuck too long in the Midnight Sea.
Oh my god, it's great. Well, let's get into the action here. So, Helldivers is a game where you twirl on a spaceship as a magic man. Now, Helldivers is this cool game where you just basically be the guys from Starship Troopers, and you fight against giant space aliens in terrible places.
Yeah, I mean, the propaganda film at the beginning is hilarious, but it's right from freaking Starship Troopers.
Yes. If you guys are looking to play the game, it's available on Sony Network exclusively. I don't know if it's come to PC or if they have plans to localize it for that or not.
I have no idea.
But it's sort of relevant to us because we don't do a whole lot of PC Master Race gaming.
No. PC Master Race. Are you ready?
I've confirmed.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
We're going to drop on... What are we fighting?
Don't remember. That'd probably help, but we'll figure it out on the ground. The good news is that the game's really easy and forgiving.
Really easy. Like, super easy.
Yeah, except not. It has cripplingly terrible friendly fire, which is sort of the attraction of the game, as I'm sure you'll get to see very, very soon.
One of us will kill the other. I also like that it has the old school, like, up, down, left, right, to summon stuff.
Yeah, those menus you can see popping up there to call in our stratagems, which are basically like kill streaks from Call of Duty or something. You use those little punch combos like an old fighting game in the arcade.
It's great.
And you go to town. As you can see, David and I also have robots, which are awesome. You can, any game that really lets me pilot a machine gun wielding robot is... completely key.
What are you talking about? It's got armor-piercing missiles, too.
It does, yeah.
It's the best thing ever.
It also has like a grenade launcher on the shoulder that doesn't do anything, and I'm wondering if there's like a later upgrade I don't know about.
I don't know. It might tie in with another stratagem or something.
Yeah. But yeah, its core, it's a twin-stick shooter that... Whoa. Oh, boy. It's gone.
Yeah, I think so. But we have some problems with... So apparently we're fighting the cyborg.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I'm going to try to activate this thing here.
I'll try to cover you.
Yeah, so it's a twin-stick shooter that, at its core, you basically just fight against, you know, a bunch of random science fiction enemies. Giant bugs, in this case, cyborg monsters. There's this thing that's sort of like the Protoss. It's basically like this, like, lasers and shields and mind control-based alien, but...
Crazy wards and shields.
Really,
I like fighting them.
Really, what matters about the game is the utterly visceral multiplayer experience of Helldivers, and the fact that it's just one of those amazing party games. I think it would be on par with Castle Crashers, except that the troll factor in this, because of the friendly fire, is much higher.
Oh god. I am out of rockets, so you're gonna have to kill that.
I believe that got them.
Yeah. Alright, we're rocking and rolling.
So, since this is a science fiction game, it does remind me about one of the big issues we've had at work lately. And I wanted to take some time to talk about this while we're helldiving.
This has been a furious debate.
There's no debate. There's no debate. So, America, just so you know, revisionist history is destroying this country. People pretending that something in the past wasn't the way it was for the benefit of their ego, or maybe to appease some kind of long-held childhood fear. The motivations aren't clear. What is clear is the damage it's doing. And in this case, what we're talking about has to do with a science fiction film that's rather popular, which is getting some new sequels coming out.
It's a bit popular.
You might have seen it.
Call it
it's
that.
called the Star Wars. It's about Luke Skywalker. He's a Jedi. He faces his father, Darth Vader, also a Jedi.
I'm pretty sure if they're watching this, they've probably seen Star Wars.
Well, except you say that, but people seem to be a bit confused about what happens in this movie because there is another character who people remember quite fondly. His name is Chewbacca. You might remember him. He's the first mate of the Millennium Falcon and good friends with Han Solo. The thing about it is, all these people seem to remember Chewbacca as some kind of fucking hero, which is completely wrong. What he actually is a bumbling idiot Yeti monster that nearly gets them all killed through all 3 movies. I brought this point up at lunch the other day at work, and I was basically met with a torrent of angry responses from people who just reasonlessly love Chewbacca, and were defending him. Now, I asked them all to cite good reason for why Chewbacca is not a flaming idiot, and they weren't able to give me any.
At all.
No. But for you guys, I can cite to you right now a bunch of reasons why Chewbacca is in fact a complete failure moron who nearly got them all killed.
Oh, man.
And there's that friendly fire. Oh, here we go.
This is bad time.
So we have this.
So you were explaining how Chewbacca doesn't really actually do anything.
No.
He's just the standalone walking carpet.
Well, moreover, does he not only not do anything, he actually harms them all.
Hey, I killed the tank!
Good news, you're on your own.
Oh, good.
He actually kind of gets in the way. So, the crux points for this, Chewbacca in the first film, what does he do? He basically ruins his best friend's chances of getting out of debt with a gangster by taking a contract with people who are fleeing from the Empire, and basically gets them thrown into a starbound conflict with the worst possible people in the galaxy. Then, when they're actually trapped in the Death Star, rather than being helpful, he mostly just screams a lot and almost gets them killed by a garbage monster. Chewbacca then follows it up by, in the dogfight when they escape, literally doing nothing. Han is forced to rely on a local farmer from Tatooine to operate one of the guns on the Falcon because his gorilla friend has no idea what he's doing. And then the film ends with Han Solo having to save Luke from a certain demise at the Death Star. And again, he's forced to do that alone. Chewbacca not present, not operating any of the guns, doesn't do anything to help, just sort of takes off. Second movie. Chewbacca is tasked with repairing the Millennium Falcon early on in the film. And as the plot of the film would reveal, he sucked at that because the hyperdrive doesn't work. They end up having to go into the asteroid field. It's basically...
Man, you can't expect a walking carpet to fix a starship like the Millennium Falcon.
He has a fucking tool belt. Why is he there if he's not a mechanic? Like, why did they bring him along? It's ridiculous. So he fucking fails at that too, and they all just seem to forgive him for no reason. So then they go to Cloud City, and they all get thrown in jail, along with Chewbacca, who's basically the first one who gets thrown in jail. And C-3PO's all broken. And Grandmaster Mechanic Chewie shows up again and puts them together wrong, so badly in this case, that C-3PO's head is actually not on correctly. He can't even function. One of the useful members of the group, at least he can translate and things. So that's a goddamn mess. And then we get into Return of the Jedi. What are Chew's major contributions in Jedi? Well, first, yet again, he's in jail in the beginning. Apparently, he sucked at whatever plan him and Lando had to infiltrate Jabba's, because Lando's hiding as a guard and Chewie's just locked up. And then he follows that winning approach up with joining the Commando Strike Team to go down to Endor, and he gets them kidnapped by the Ewoks. Not necessarily the most formidable military force of all time. I'll put the caveat on the end, though, that the Ewoks do seem to do rather well against the Empire in that film, so maybe that one's not entirely on Chewie.
Nobody really knows that, though.
Yeah, but those are his major contributions. Now, the defense of Chewbacca that our friends had mounted is even more laughable. These... Oh, that's not good. I lost that thread. Yeah, these idiots keep ranting on about, oh, Chewie steals the AT-ST in Jedi, and that's the only reason they get into the bunker. He doesn't do that without help. The fucking Ewoks help him do that, so they're better than him. And then on top of that, any idiot could have come up with the plan he did. He just happens to be the only guy left in a functioning AT-ST when it comes down to pulling off the caper. So he doesn't get credit for that. Then they're all like, oh, Wookiees, they're integral to the mythos of Star Wars. Well, that's bullshit, too, because the only film that Kashyyyk is in the fucking prequels that everybody hates. Chewbacca's also in those. A lot of people don't remember that, because he's a forgettable carpet monster that nobody needed. I'm done with it. If you like Chewbacca because you think, like, furry animals are funny or something, that's fine. Like, you're allowed to like Chewie. Anybody can like whatever they want. This is America. But if you're gonna look at me and tell me that he's an important member of the crew, you're full of shit.
We had a small problem there while you were going off about Chewie. You might have died.
Some things are more important than the cyborg enemy. Besides, we got this under control. Everything's fine.
I'm out of ammo again.
It's fine. Don't even worry about that. We got stratagems galore here. I'm gonna make a safe zone right here.
What is happening? I don't even know. Went off on Chewie again.
Do you have... Oh, you got a new mech.
Yeah, that guy doesn't have any ammo.
That's okay. You can transport me places safely.
Hells yeah, I can.
Alright, let's get up here and try and activate these things. Yeah, but I mean, it's just... It's lunacy. If you're out there and you honestly believe that Chewie brought something valuable to the team, you're lying to yourself. And it's not healthy, because there's a whole generation of young children who are starting to enjoy Star Wars for the first time. There are plenty of great lessons they can learn there, you know, to triumph in front of adversity, to face your fears, to protect your loved ones and friends, to live for an ideal.
It's got some good morals in it.
Chewie doesn't give us any of these things. Chewie has no valuable lessons for the population. He's just a monster. He's just a giant Muppet. The Snuffleupagus is more valuable than Chewbacca.
Well, that guy teaches you how to learn letters and read and shit.
Yeah, he teaches all sorts of useful things. What's Chewie got for the fight? He's got nothing. He's just a monster. So that's my thing about Chewbacca. I can't handle it anymore. It's been bothering me for days. Sneezing.
That last SAM turn is not going down. I will tell you that.
We need to clear a way to it.
The problem is there's a bunch of spawning guys.
Just keep them distracted. I'm not in control of the computer. Everything's fine.
Bombs falling. Everything is fine.
You guys can probably tell by now, Helldivers is freaking hectic. Now, this can be with up to 4 people, even online, and we could actually call in some backup from the old interweb if we wanted to.
Are we going to extraction finally?
Yeah, I think we're on the extraction side.
Sweet. You don't have another mech, do you?
I don't, but that's okay. I got the real gun. Which is actually super rad, and I would say, despite the horrendous friendly fire allowing a lot of trolling, I actually haven't experienced much of it. I think in the time I've been playing the game, I've actually mostly encountered helpful people.
Yeah, for the most part. Every once in a while, somebody will destroy a mech you just called in, or like ridiculously screw you over.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
The other thing I really like about Helldivers is it has a very, very deep progression system to it. It has a lot of different upgrades that you can unlock. It's got a bunch of different weapons you can use, different types of missions you'll encounter that require you to specialize the gear. When you're playing with just one person or 2 people, it drastically alters the way you want to bring your equipment with you.
Yeah, I mean, really, it feels like a better universe than Star Wars. Just to bring it to a point.
Wow, he's gonna
you
throw
wanted
down
some divisiveness. Nah, I really... Chewie has always been that weird comedy sidekick character.
Right?
Nothing more.
That's what he's there for. He's like the monster that's there to provide, you know, some levity. He's like the bit that they have with the droids is they're running around as kind of the odd couple.
Yeah, exactly.
They're there to provide that kind of comical edge, and that's what Chewie was there for. And you know what? We can respect him for his comedy. We can respect him for that.
But not his competence.
No, he's just not this elite commando people made him into.
That's fine.
Plus, what the hell does he bring to the fight? He just punches people.
No, I mean, every movie needs some comedy, though. Speaking of which, so, I was driving home yesterday. You're gonna die.
No, I'm good.
And, I'm out of ammo again. Damn it. So, Comedy Central on Sirius is doing a roast medley. And I was listening to the roast of Charlie Sheen, and I heard the best fat joke I've ever heard.
The best fat joke you've ever heard.
The best fat joke.
Now, you guys might notice, David he's a handsome man.
I'm a bit rotund.
He's a handsome man, but he's a larger type man. He used to be a much larger type man.
Yeah, lost a lot of weight recently.
My point here is that David has probably heard his fair share of fat jokes in his life. So if you're endorsing this as the best one you've ever heard, it's gonna be pretty freaking amazing.
It's pretty awesome. So Anthony Jeselnik was talking about Patrice O'Neal. So if you don't know Patrice O'Neal, he's a wicked funny comic, but he's also heavy. So Anthony Jeselnik says, you know, Patrice, when I look at you, I feel like you deep fry your hands to chew your fingernails. It's amazing. I was just laughing the whole fucking ride home.
Oh my god, that is fucking perfect.
Just think about it. Deep frying your hands to chew your fingernails.
My fucking god.
That's not fat. I don't know what is. Even thinking about it now, it's
I love when you hear a good joke like that and it sticks with you. So yeah, Helldivers. You probably saw there we got a bunch of post-mission report that it gave us. It all contributes to this kind of metagame that it has going on. In this case, the region we're actually working in isn't active because I haven't logged in a couple of days, and this was like a past thing we were doing. The bar that's filling up there, the community influence, it shows you, like, basically as you unlock different sectors, you contribute to this kind of meta fight that unlocks a bunch of special event missions for people and creates a sense of community. Over here, though, you have your actual individual unlocks, which include a bunch of aesthetic things, like what I'm doing now with my guys. And then you have the weaponry that you can get, which is all sorts of different guns and things, and then
the actual stratagems.
Yeah, the stratagems, which are these kind of like kill streak like call-ins. You can get like giant robots and tanks and airstrikes and mobile guns and all this kind of crap.
Yeah.
But you get research points in the missions that unlock all those things for you as you go. Two kind of gripes with the game. It plays exceedingly well on Vita, which has encouraged me to play it on my Vita a lot, but it has a syncing error. And that's
that's a problem.
Making me sad sometimes now when I'm using it, because I'll get to a point where I want to just keep going with the progress that I had on mobile or something, and I'll go to upload that data and it will either get overwritten or
or it'll erase your file for some odd reason.
Yeah. Apparently people were running into an error too, where if your controller died, it'll actually load like another instance of your character, but without your gear when you reconnect or go to recharge. So it'll like load a level 1 version of you, and if you complete the mission, it will save and erase your progress. So,
like you said before, this game is kind of buggy.
Yeah.
And it's not just because of the bugs.
Oh, fuck, that's a giant tank right where we landed.
Great! Well, that lasted long.
Well, at least it's fair. Alright, let's run this more. Yeah, but it just has a couple of little bugs like that, and it sucks because it is like such a perfect fucking game. Like, it is a blast to play. The entire time that I've owned it, I've just wanted to play more of it. If it hadn't come out at a different time of year, I probably already would have. I like the heckness of it. I like the fact that I can accidentally kill you whenever I feel like.
If you happen to be cross with me, you can
call it a match.
I was actually gonna call in an SOS beacon. See if we can get a friend here.
Yeah, so some of the ad hoc multiplayer, if you want people to join in your mission while you're playing it, you actually have to call in a beacon, which you can see in the upper left of the screen right now. And that, if we're lucky, will show people a game they can lobby into.
Yep.
Come and help us.
Which,
yeah, let's go this way.
We have to go down to the bottom.
Let's get the mystery objective first.
Alright. We're walking along.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. This game is, the trick is to avoid people when you can. As you saw, we ran out of ammo a lot. You have a finite clip. If you throw away half your clip, it's gone. Most games actually carry that over, which is not really realistic. It's helpful.
It is helpful.
I like games that do that.
when I panic reload constantly in Call of Duty, I feel like I'm doing something intelligent.
And that's where it is. 3 shots, kill, reload. Yeah. That's just how you have to do it.
Here, down to that luxury. Ooh, there's a little research guy. Grab that. Keep patrolling. Oh, it's a suitcase.
Oh, good.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah, that's the end of my missiles.
I think it's good. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Hey, another
Research
thing. Nah, I mean, really.
It just said we found it. Oh, it's right out here. Yeah.
There we go.
You want me to hop out?
Do you want to carry it or should I?
I'll carry it. So my tank's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I like the variety of missions in it. I like the.
Oh, we're going all the way across the map, man.
I like the extreme difficulty. I even like the art. I think it's a pretty game. It runs really well.
Yeah, and I mean, for one of the... This is an indie game, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
This is
Arrowhead
all...
Studios is a... I mean, they're not a true independent. The game was published by Sony for them, so... It's not like they're totally on their own, but they're definitely a smaller indie-type studio. They're in the realm of a house market. Oh, and that's bad. You got any missiles?
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can do something else though.
Yeah, he's moved too far. Better missile his ass.
Why is it so foggy?
Everything's fine.
Why haven't we had people join? Usually it's pretty quick.
They don't love you. Like I love you.
Yeah.
Whoa, where am I going here?
We're going
Jesus.
Straight up.
That's a long way. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I can't move fast anymore about that.
Well, I'll cover you. And get this sample. Okie dokie. Just run from them. They're not fast enough to chase us.
Yeah. I don't know. This has been part of the spring fever for Sony this year.
It's actually been really good.
Yeah, all of the games that were on it this year are awesome. They had this, Jamestown, which was a SMOD, so it's like a top-down dogfighting shooter. Bullet hell game, basically.
Yeah, that's all it is.
They had the new Metal Slug, that's what dropped this week, so that's like your Contra-style platformer, but it's just gorgeous.
Did Shovel Knight drop this week?
Shovel Knight's the last one, so that's actually in a couple of weeks. Next week is Axiom Verge, which just looks amazing. That's that Metroid-style kind of NES clone. That game just looks fucking fantastic. I can't wait to play it.
Awesome. And Bastion's on the list, isn't it?
Yes, Bastion's finally getting a release on the Sony platform, which is pretty rad. Hey, we got a friend! Alrighty.
We're waiting for the Mac to join in.
So what do we got left for objectives here on the map? Let's go down.
Whole crap ton of things. Oh, he's getting a jump pack. That's another thing in this game. Like, a lot of people use a lot of different loadouts.
Oh.
Well, that was tragic.
So yeah, murdered to death just by an airdrop. Actually a fairly common occurrence in Helldivers.
Wait for that. Alright, now we're ready to roll.
More crap being called in behind us. There, somebody else is on next to.
Get to it, man. Alright, which way you want to go?
Yeah, but just a fucking ton of really good games coming out this spring. I know this week, as we're recording this, Bloodborne came out yesterday, and that's definitely in contention for my game of the year right now. That is fucking fantastic.
It's gotten really good reviews.
That's because it's
Did you just say it got a 9.5?
9.75.
9.75.
Game Informer. Let's keep moving into kid. Oh, he's got the voice chat.
Goody.
It's always good just to hear somebody sighing and farting and their kids screaming in the background.
I don't like... Where the hell is that guy going?
He's looking for a research point, I think.
No. We're not here for research, man. We're here to do some objectives and you're fucking it up. Did you just murder him?
I did.
Okay.
Solves the problem.
And we'll call him in when we get to back down to the points over here.
It's very easy to encourage your fellow man to behave in this game. Rather than having them just chase down research endlessly, you can actually play the objective.
I mean, there's time for pulling in resource, but now is not it. we're in the thick of things. You're just gonna get your whole team killed. Where are you going? Oh, he's calling the dude. Here, down here, down here. No, we gotta wait for dude. Oh, he's calling in something.
Yeah. But I really like Helldivers.
You know, the only way to play this game is mech suit, mech suit, mech suit, mech suit. Unless you want to bring along an APC.
Yeah. There are some pretty clear winners in terms of the stratagems, I think. The mech suit, the APC, the tank. Basically the vehicles are like all the real alpha dogs. And then after that, maybe some of the other airstrike stratagems, a couple of the weapons.
Striking runs are cool.
I think for the most part the mech's the most important thing. I would say too, if you're thinking about buying Helldivers but you're not entirely convinced whether you want it or not, find out if you have a friend to play with.
It's a lot better with friends.
Yeah, multiplayer, non-local works with it, but it really is just destined to be a party game. That's what it is best as.
Alright, what are we doing? Destroying some cyborg something or others.
AA gun batteries.
You actually have to get out of the mechs to do it?
Yeah, I think these are the ones where you have to push the buttons. Or call in a bomb, maybe. So we need to get out of the garbage to call in the bomb.
Which means we gotta go all the way up. Communications blocked.
Yeah, so you can see there's actually a jamming thing on the map right now.
Now you should be able to just...
Yeah, I can come back here and huck it. Oh, I see. There's a little light on that grenade launcher. That's what calls in the stratagem for you there.
Alright, we're gonna die if we don't all go in the same direction.
I don't know what happened to the stratagem after I called it in there.
Apparently there's this thing that's rebooting. Ah! Don't kill me, bro. That might have done it?
Yeah, I think you got it.
I have no idea. I haven't done this objective before.
I thought it was just to blow up one of these things, but I'm pretty wrong.
Apparently it's a rebooting of the actual systems themselves. Where did you drop that thing? Because it's definitely counting down.
Yeah, well, you gotta activate it. See, watch. I'm gonna turn the bomb on now.
Oh god. Run away. So, that worked.
I only got one of them. And summary execution.
So,
I love that.
I mean,
I think they're desperately trying to make a last stand here against these cyborgs. Brought me back up to assist. Left, right, down, up, down! There's a couple more nukes.
why am I the only one with a mech left?
You can see you're much more fragile once you no longer have a robot to hide inside. Yeah, I was pretty addicted to this game actually for the first couple of weeks before it came out, but
Oh god. I'll see you later, then, kid. Sorry, man.
objective complete! There you go.
Well, let's call you back in.
Yeah, but I was pretty damn addicted to this, actually, when it first came out, and then just a bunch of other games dropped, and I kind of fell off on it.
Nah. Have you been playing any of the other games? Specifically the free ones?
I played the PlayStation Plus games that they had for March that came out. So I was playing a little bit of Valiant Hearts.
Valiant Hearts is an amazing game.
A little bit of Counter Spy.
Counter Spy is also really fun. Watch out for the thing. It's gonna. Oh, it's a UAV.
Except for the extract.
Yeah, that's right. They can't move fast. But I was playing through the Telltale games too. So I was playing. I just finished Walking Dead episode 1.
Wow.
And I started Walking Dead episode 2. All right, Jon Snow, you're no longer in the podcast. You've been kicked off the island. But those games are ridiculously tragic.
Yes. Yes, they are.
It was like all of the feels, because I went from Valiant Hearts, which is horribly tragic, to Walking Dead.
Oh, Jesus.
So it was one of those switches, but the games are so fucking good.
Yeah, when they did the Telltale discount, that was when I decided to jump on board with it. And obviously, like, we're years late on The Walking Dead. We're years late on Wolf Among Us and all these things. But they're just so fucking good. I was floored at how good Wolf Among Us was. That game was just, like, perfect.
Beautifully made. I love the voice acting.
Yeah.
Bigby's one of my favorite characters.
The music and the art and design in it. The game was sick.
You sent me the friggin' Dan Bull rap. That's amazing.
Shout out to Dan Bull. You're an incredible man.
Yeah, seriously.
Is awesome.
God of rap right there.
But,
where the hell is this thing?
We're getting there. It's way up in the corner.
Now,
yeah, well, I think this is the thing, though. They discounted the Telltale games, so you and I got into that. That was when my hand was broken, too, a couple weeks ago. I had that going. Then we get the PlayStation Plus games that they got going on. We've got games like this, like Helldivers, we got the grind, and then we get the normal AAAs, like Destiny and all these other things going on. There's too many fucking games.
Too many
Even
games.
in spring. Like, we're pre-Witcher coming out, and it feels like there's still, like, just way too many games.
Oh, The Witcher. I can't wait for The Witcher.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that release. You guys will obviously get to see that as a Let's Play. Hopefully one that makes more sense and has less ranting about Chewbacca.
What are you talking about? That's all the ranting of Chewbacca. I mean, that's what The Witcher is, right? It's just
it's a game about Chewbacca, actually.
Chewbacca.
CD Projekt Red produced The Witcher, Tales of Kashyyyk.
There we go. Okay. The Tales of Kashyyyk. Sorry, that just clicked.
Well, they were saying one of the features that got announced for this week was that Geralt's beard grows in real time in the game.
Really?
So, I mean, he's got to be at least a little Wookiee, if that's the case.
I mean, aren't most Witchers a little Wookiee?
I think we're all a little Wookiee.
We're all a little crazy as it's happening.
Shut the Wook up.
Speak before you say.
Oh, good lord. This is the byproduct of our job being this boring.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't have any complaints.
Yeah.
It's a corporate job. Just for those who don't know, we're in insurance. I hate when they say that. We're just
nobody ever has
pushers.
any idea what you do, too, when you're like, yeah, so what's your job? I do data entry for an insurance company. Oh, really? So what do you actually do? You really don't want to know. No, come on, let me know what you do. Oh, well, I mess around with a bunch of tabled information all day and input people's personal information before it gets sent on to somebody else to analyze and process a claim. And you're asleep. All right, so I'm going to go to the other side of the party now and talk to somebody else.
That's why it's just easier to say, I'm in insurance.
Yeah.
Keep it like that.
This is rough.
Too funny. Well, you've gotten a taste of Helldivers.
Yeah.
I think that's all we wanted to accomplish with this first one.
I mean, I'd say at this point, if you guys... Wow, just break that. Just fucking shatter the controllers. Goddamn.
I'm just going to put it on the table.
Goddamn animal.
It's these Butterfingers.
Let us know what you guys think about it. We
They're
really
not
like
deep-fried.
Helldivers. We're going to keep doing gameplays of all sorts of games that we like. This is just the first of them while we test our kit. Bear with us for the technical problems and if we're just rambling, because we're new at this. We're trying to have fun with it.
But, I mean, fun's all it takes.
Fun is all it takes.
Maybe a
Wiser
little
words have never been said.
I think you gotta set your bar a little higher. Well, have a good night.